We are not worthy. We are not worthy. We are not worthy. Colton Ellis. Folks, welcome back to Gatesy's Win More, Lots More, presented by Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel. And Colton Ellis, in his first NHL game, secures his first NHL win, stopping 27 of 29 against the streaking Detroit Red Wings to give the Buffalo Sabres a 4-2 victory on home ice. And what a game this was for the Buffalo Sabres. From offense, defense, goaltending, this kind of had all three areas for the Buffalo Sabres, and they got a much-needed win tonight, and it came off the back of a 25-year-old rookie goaltender. Ellis, to his credit, didn't see a shot in his first 10 minutes. I can't imagine what was going through his head, because if I was in his shoes, which, big D3 goalie, and by big D3 goalie, backed up a couple games. By backed up a couple games, I was a third string a couple times, and his brain must have been going crazy that first 10 minutes where he didn't see a single shot. The Sabres showed up for Colton Ellis to start the game. The blue and gold have really struggled to start games this season, and tonight wasn't the case. Yes, they had a couple power plays to start, but the Detroit Red Wings didn't get a single shot in the first 10 minutes. The Sabres were blocking shots all night for the young netminder. They had 18 blocked shots on the night, which is big. And the Sabres showed a style of hockey tonight that, has been lacking in the past 14 years. And there's a lot of heart, a lot of grit. We're going to get to that in a minute and why things feel a little bit different right now, especially compared to the first three games. But Colton Ellis was awesome. He made some timely saves for the Sabres, none bigger than
third
period. Sabres are up one. It's kind of a back and forth.
Third.
About 13 minutes ago, he makes a huge backdoor save, wide open net, gets across post to post. Less than a minute later, the Sabres score. And that's exactly what the team needed. The Sabres have kind of struggled in recent years of getting a timely save. They got that tonight. He stopped all 13 shots he faced in the third period. You couldn't ask for much more. He had an interview with TNT after the game, and it's just the most heartwarming thing you'll ever see. If you haven't watched that, check it out on @CrossSwordsPod on Twitter. He was awesome tonight. And the other guy you see next to me, Colton Ellis, the face we all know and love, but Jack Quinn, he was phenomenal again tonight. The apology forms are out. I don't know who posted that. Definitely wasn't me, but he was great. He had 3 points, including a goal on the power play. The Sabres power play again clicked tonight. And we talked, the first couple of games, how bad things were because the Sabres special teams, is really the power play. Their PK's been great. Again, the Sabres power play was horrible to start the year. We all know. They were 0 for 11 their first 3 games. And since then, they are 6 of 13 in their last 4 games. Yes, 6 of 14. That's in 13, sorry. That is just, it's great. That's the difference maker between where they are right now versus the first 3 games. Their power play is scoring, and when you're in close games, you get that extra goal, you see what happens. They have a lead. They can hold down. They can hunker down. They're not playing from behind all the time, and this was huge for the Sabres. Again, Jack Quinn, he has 6 points in the team's first 7 games. They need success this year. It's going to have to come off the back of guys like him, and why things are different right now for the Sabres. A bit of that Jack Quinn, I'll get to that in a second. The Sabres are now 3-4 on the season. They've won 3 of their last 4 games as well. They're finding ways to win. They're playing a much more sustainable brand of hockey. They're being physical. They're being hard to play against. They're playing fast. They're really driving the net. And yes, that's a big thing, but it's also that power play we talked about. It's finally been clicking for the Sabres. 0-11 to start the season. They were 1 for 5 tonight, 6 of their last 13 in their last 4 games. That's the difference maker right now where if you're in a 1-goal game, you're in a tie game, suddenly you now have the lead. You're now tied. You're in a much closer hockey game. You're just getting 1 power play goal a game. And they've been getting that in spades this last stretch for them. And again, their defense was good tonight. After a rough last game where we saw he had some defensive lapses, they end up in the back of the net. Yes, they had 2 of those tonight, and they both ended up in the back of the net. They were able to get timely saves from Ellis. They were able to hunker down a bit more. Metza was better tonight. Still a couple of mistakes here and there, but it's nice seeing him get a chance in the NHL. And now the offense is really starting to find its footing. I was really worried to start the season when they had 2 goals in their first 3 games, but ever since that Ottawa game where they put 8 behind the Senators, things have looked a little bit better. And it's not just some sort of magic. They're finding ways to get to the net. They're finding the net front. They're really focusing on, yes, they get pucks to the net before, but they're doing it with a purpose a lot of the times. Now, yes, they're still throwing it here and there. That's going to happen over the course of a 60-minute hockey game, but they were much better tonight and in recent games of driving to the net. You see the Kozak goal. 1, Noah Austin, great entry of driving to the net, drawing defenders to him. This allows Tyson Kozak to also get to the net, have a chance at a rebound. And this was kind of the Sabres' success this game. Even the Quinn goal, you have Alex Tuck, great screen in front. The Sabres have really been prioritizing their net front and just getting to the house more, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. So very excited to see them do that. And the reason this is important, the Sabres are winning games without having to rely on Tage Thompson and Rasmus Dahlin to do it. Neither of them had a point tonight. And the Sabres still scored 4 goals. They still dominated this game. They still looked really good. And they didn't have to come off the back of Rasmus Dahlin and Tage Thompson. This is what gives me the most optimism for the Sabres organization right now. We've seen in past where they're very top heavy, whether that be Jack Eichel, Sam Reinhart, Ryan O'Reilly, your Tage Thompson, stuff like that. Right now, this team is being led by their middle six. A guy like Josh Stone just feels like such a leader right now to this team. The Sabres posted a video, afterward of Colton Ellis getting the championship belt from Josh Stone. And I don't know, that vibe in the room just feels awesome. You have guys up and down the lineup working hard. Tyson Kozak has goals in back-to-back games. Josh Stone has just been simply phenomenal. An incredible addition for this team. And we haven't even seen a lick of ice time yet from Michael Kesselring. And this team right now, these pieces are coming together. It's all in the depth. We knew they had skill, but if they can get that depth scoring, that was going to get them to the next level. You have 6 points through 7 games for Jack Quinn. Yes, he had 3 tonight, but you're getting that secondary scoring, which they needed. Jason Zucker got 1 tonight. He didn't play the back half of the game with an injury. We're hoping for the best. For Zucker, the Sabres are going to need him because, again, it feels like he leads the team in goals. He just shows up, he'll score a goal. He's going to be a big miss for the Sabres. Hopefully he's not long-term. I'm sure by the time this is posted, though, we'll give hopefully a little bit of an update on that. And also shout out, again, just kind of all the depth for the Sabres tonight as we kind of wrap things up here. Connor Timmins and Ryan McLeod both had 2 assists. Connor Timmins, he's just such a solid player for the Blue and Gold. We're not going to talk about him much, even though I feel like I do talk about him every game, every podcast we do, because he just shows up, he does his job, he kills penalties, he blocks shots. He does, the stuff that doesn't get talked about a lot, and he does a really good job at that. He's been another good addition for the Sabres. McLeod finding the score sheet as well. Samuelson had an assist. This depth for the Sabres defense was kind of a big question mark going into the season. You have Samuelson and Timmins on your third pair. What's that look like? They've been elevated to the top 4 throughout the season and have looked great doing it. The Sabres right now are being led by their depth, which is crazy to talk about. If their top guys get to that level where they're the top guys, where you have Dahlin putting up multiple points, Power, Tage, all that. Benson didn't have a point tonight either. You're looking at a Sabres team that's going to be very, very dangerous. But again, this depth, if they continue scoring, their defense can continue to solidify themselves, take the guy in front, let their goalies make timely saves. This is exactly what they need. Their power play needs to continue to go. Their PK, again, continues to be awesome, which is so great to see. And folks, Buffalo Sabres, 1 game away from 500. They look different. They feel different. And they just got to stay healthy. They're getting Kesselring back hopefully soon. Hopefully everything is okay with Jason Zucker. But folks, let me know your thoughts down below. If you're still watching, please like, follow, subscribe. Please let me know anything you think I missed about this game, anything about the Sabres team you want to talk about, want to hear about. Let me know down below. This has been Gatesy's Win More, Lots More, presented by Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel. Let's go Sabres!